Welcome to Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School channel. Myself Priscilla Asade. Today I am going to teach you English grammar of grade 4. So in the last session we have started with our lesson number 22, that is preposition, and in that a part we have finished, that is some of the preposition we have started, and in that we'll just have a recap. What is prepositions? So prepositions show the relation between a noun or a pronoun and other words in a sentence. So in last session what we have finished, students? Yes, we have finished with the preposition part 1. Okay, today we are going to see part 2. Okay, so what is the definition? Again I'll repeat. Preposition shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and other words in a sentence, and in that what we have covered? We have covered some of the preposition, that was by, from, for, at, of, with, and then we have solved exercise A. So in the next we have learned on, at, in. Again we have learned the preposition behind, in front of, and near, and again still more preposition, that is among and between. Okay, so till here we have finished in the last session. Today we are going to start with the same lesson, but the remaining preposition that we are going to see, that is on page number 75. So I hope students you are having your fun with grammar book. Come on to page number 75, and we are going to learn the remaining prepositions, that is from, to, for, then on, over, under, below, above, and then in the next page we can see into, in, out of. So are you ready, students? Okay, I hope you are having pencil with you. So today which preposition we are going to start? From, to, and for. You have to read the following sentences. I studied in this school from April 2009 to December 2010. Now can you see here, student, how they have used the preposition from and to? Okay, so they have mentioned one of the date, one of the year, okay, from when he has studied the school, from this year to that year. So here they have used which preposition? From and to. When there is two year or dates they have mentioned, we have to use from and to. Now here if you see here, only particular month is given over here in the second example, that is I stayed in Delhi for 8 months. So which preposition they have used, students? Yes, FOR. So how many months he has stayed? Delhi for 8 months. So which preposition is used here? For. So in this way we will see how they have used from, to, and for. Now here again in the third example, see, my father went. Where he went? To Pune. From where? From Mumbai. So here which preposition they have used? To and from. And in this way in the three example we can see how they have used the from, to, and for. Now in exercise E, what is there? You have to fill the blanks with to, from, or for. Now when you read the passage, you will come to know where we have to use the correct preposition. Now we stayed in Delhi. Shall we start, student, with exercise E? In the last session we have finished with exercise A, B, C, and D. Today we are going to start with exercise E. We stayed in Delhi for how many years? Yes, for 8 years. We stayed in Delhi for 8 years. We stayed there. Here 2 years they have given, from 2000 - 2008. So which preposition will come here? Yes, to. Now from there, now here we can see full stop is there. So now I am going to use from. From there we later shifted. Which preposition will come? Yes, we shifted to Jaipur. Okay, again I'll repeat. We stayed in Delhi for 8 years. We stayed there from 2000 to 2008. From there we later shifted to Jaipur. There I went to St. James School. Where he went? Yes, he went to St. James School. My school timings here you can see here. Okay, 2 timings is given. So my school timings were from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Our summer vacation was for almost 2 months. So here which preposition we are going to use? For. 2 months, and during that period we visited Delhi. After the vacation we returned. Where we returned? To Jaipur in July. Can you see how I have used the preposition from, to and for? Okay, again we are going to read the passage. We stayed in Delhi for 8 years. We stayed there from 2000 to 2008. From there, we later shifted to Jaipur. There, I went to St. James School. My school timings were from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Our summer vacation was for almost 2 months, and during that period we visited Delhi, and after the vacation we returned to Jaipur in July. And in this way we have finished with our preposition from, to and for. Whenever any passage is given and it is told to you to fill the preposition, you have to fill it and then you have to read it whether it is in a correct form. Now next. Done, students? Just copy in your book so that I can move forward. Done? Okay, so the next prepositions are on, over, under, above and below. Now we will see how this preposition has been used. Again I will repeat. O and on, over, under, below and above. How many are there? 5 are there. Now you have to look at the following picture and read the sentences given below. Can you see here one picture is there? Okay, here what can you see? Birds are there, car is there, boat is there, one boy swimmer is there. Okay, so what you can see in this picture. Now we will read the sentences and then you will come to know how this preposition has been used. Now here what you can see? Birds are flying. Yes or no? It is flying here. What is this? This is a bridge. So birds are flying above the bridge. Yes. Next. Now here what you can see? A car is there. The car is moving over the bridge. Okay. Now a boat. Where is the boat? Yes, it is passing under the bridge. This is bridge and this is under the bridge. Now swimmer's body. Can you see a swimmer? Can you see his full body? No, his half of the body is where? It is below the water. Only half of his from shoulder, from chest to this head we can see. Okay, so his half part where it is? Below the water. We can see the fishes also below the water. And then the swimmer is wearing, what he is wearing? Yes, cap. Where it is? On his head. So what are the preposition used over here? Above, over, under, below and on. Again I will repeat. On. Okay, we will start from here. Above, car is over the bridge, boat is under the bridge, Swimmer's body is below the water and swimmer's cap is on his head. Can you see properly now? Okay. Now we are going to use the preposition on, over, under, above or below. Okay, and you have to use each word once. Okay, so when you are reading the sentence, you should be able to know that which preposition will be fit on that depending on the sentence. Now the dog is hiding. Can you see the dog? Yes. Where it is? Yes, it is under the table. So write there under. Can you see the dog? Okay. Now all four pictures they have not given, only one picture is there. Now you have to just imagine when I'll read the sentence. There is an alarm clock. There is an alarm clock dash the table. Yes, it is on the table. Next. Now train. Train ran. Where the train will run? Yes. Will it be above, below? No, it will be over. The train ran over the bridge. The bird flew over the building. The box, here we can use above. The bird flew above the building. The box is kept at the window, below the window. And in this way we have used the preposition and, under, on, over, above and below. Done? Again I'll read, just copy down in your book. The dog is hiding under the table. There is an alarm clock on the table. The train ran over the bridge. The bird flew above the building. The box is kept below the window. Done? Shall we move on to the next page, students? Okay, we will move on to next page, that is page number 76, and we'll see more preposition. Now see the above three images or pictures. We find the difference, and according to that we will use the preposition. Okay, what you can see, students, in these three images? We can see cage and bird. Now we will see in each image what the bird is doing. Okay, now first image. I hope that you have turned your page number 76 of the same lesson number 22. Okay, can you see the bird? Cage. Okay. Now here if you see, the bird is what it is doing? It is going into the cage. And if you will see this image, what you can see? The bird is already in the cage. And here if you see, someone has opened the door of that cage and now he is coming out of the cage. So here we can see what are the preposition used? Into, in, and out of. Can you see the difference? Okay, so what is the first sentence? The bird is going into the cage. The bird is in the cage. And the third sentence is the bird is coming out of the cage. Got it? Now depending upon this preposition, we will see how we have to fit in the sentences. Filling the blanks with in, into or out of. We'll start with exercise G, and in this we have to use only the given prepositions, that is in, into or out of. Now Raman, what he did? He jumped. Where he jumped? Which preposition will come? Yes, into or in? Yes, very good. He jumped into the swimming pool. He did not like to swim. He did not like to swim. So what he did now? He came out of the water. Done? How I have used the preposition into and out of? Okay. Third, dash our country, we celebrate many festivals. So which word will come, students? Exactly, in. So in our country, we celebrate many festivals. Now, mother keeps her ornaments dash her locker. Now, where she will keep her ornaments? In the locker. So, in her locker. The dog went dash the kitchen, but mother sent it out. What happened here? The dog went, where he went? Yes, into the kitchen, but mother sent it out. And in this way we have seen how in, into and out of these prepositions we have used in the following sentences of exercise G. Done? Write it first so that I can move to the exercise H. Next is filling the blanks with the correct prepositions from the bracket. Here already they have given two prepositions. Done with exercise G, students? Okay. We'll move on to exercise H. Now, in exercise H, what we are going to do? Yes, read the instructions given there. It has been told that we have to fill the blanks with the correct prepositions from the bracket. Means here you can see already only two prepositions they have given, and from that only we have to fill the blanks. So we will start with the first. He wore a cap dash his head. On or in? What we are going to do? We are going to wear the cap on our head. So on his head, not in the head. So what I am going to do? Only I just put a tick over there. Next, the teacher left the books where? Yes, in the staff room. Please give your answer sheets dash the teacher. To whom we have to give? Yes, to the teacher. So, my preposition will be, correct preposition will be TO2. The girl is standing dash the food stall. Now, where is she standing? Near the food stall. We are not going to write with the food stall. Okay? He stayed dash us during the vacation. Now he stayed in us? No. So which preposition will come? Very good. He stayed with us during the vacation. See, I have put tick over here. You can just copy down over here. Again I will repeat. He wore a cap on his head. The teacher left the books in the staff room. Please give your answer sheets to the teacher. The girl is standing near the food stall. He stayed with us during the vacation. And we have used, what we have done? We have used the correct preposition in the given blanks from the brackets. Now here also we have to do the same. But what is the difference in exercise I? They have not given us any hint that which preposition you are going to use. So you have to read the sentence and you have to just see which preposition will fit in that. Okay, shall we start, students, with exercise I? Filling the blanks with the correct preposition. Ready? Mrs. Mehta fell. Now where he fell? Yes, into the swimming pool. My coach jogs dash the joggers park. My coach jogs in the joggers park. The flight dash Port Blair was delayed. The flight to Tinker Bell was locked in a cage. The treasure is hidden. Yes, where it is hidden? In a secret place. Have you seen how I have used the correct preposition? Okay, again I'll read. Mr. Mehta fell. Where he fell? Into the swimming pool. My coach jogs. Now where he jogs? In the joggers park. The flight to Port Blair was delayed. Tinker Bell was locked in a cage. And the last one is, the treasure is hidden in a secret place. Done? And in this way we have finished with our lesson, that is preposition, that is lesson number 22. So I have done two parts. In part 1 we have seen some of the preposition, and today which preposition we have seen, students? Yes, we have seen from, to, for, on, over, under, below, above. Then in, into, out of. Okay, and then we have solved all the exercise also. So what is preposition, students? Yes, preposition shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun or other words in a sentence. So you have to just learn the definition. And now I hope that you have learned with many of the prepositions. Now are you ready, students, to see the animation of this lesson? Okay? Okay. I hope that you have completed your book till page number 76. Ready?
Prepositions. Prepositions show the relation between a noun or a pronoun with other words in a sentence. Example: there are 2 apples in the basket. Note the relation that in shows between apples and basket. Example: Ram gave the medicine to me. 2 shows the relation between medicine and me. The words in, to are placed before nouns or pronouns, and they show the relation between them and some other words in the sentence. These words are called prepositions. Read the following sentences carefully to understand the use of prepositions. It is 10 a.m. by my watch. She is suffering from infection. This pen is for you. She sat at the table to read. The dress is made of cotton. I am not afraid of surprise guests. We should be kind to the needy. I went to school with my brother. in. Read the following sentences. The train arrived on time. The bus arrived at 7:30 a.m. I did my homework in the afternoon. The prepositions on, at, and in are often used to denote time and are called prepositions of time. Let us read the sentences given below and understand the correct use of these prepositions. On. The letter came on Monday. The test is on 8 December. In. She came back in the morning. The examination is in December. At. He returned the book at night. They came to our house at 8 p.m. Behind, in front of, near. Read the following sentences. The house is behind the tree. Uncle is in front of the tree. The cycle is near the tree. Behind and in front are opposite positions. Near suggests that something is close by. Among, between. Look at the pictures and read the sentences below them. The teddy bear is among the other toys. The teddy bear is between the car and the van. We use between with two things and we use among when there are more than two things. From, to, for. Read the following sentences. I studied in this school from April 2009 to December 2010. I stayed in Delhi for 8 months. My father went to Pune from Mumbai. On, over, under, below, above. Look at the following picture and read the sentences given below. Birds are flying above the bridge. A car is moving over the bridge. A boat is passing under the bridge. The swimmer's body is below the water. The swimmer is wearing a cap on his head. Into, out of. Look at these pictures. Into, the bird is going into the cage. In, the bird is in the cage. Out of, the bird is coming out of the cage.
So in this way we have finished with our lesson number 22 part 2. The remaining preposition whatever is there we have finished in our today's session, and I hope that you are you know many of the preposition now. Now what you have to do, students, can you see this your book? Okay, what you have to do in this page, how many prepositions are there that you have to write down over here. Then on this page can you see here also how many of preposition you know, you can just write over here, wherever space here you just write. Okay, then here also, here which preposition you have learned? Okay, among, between, that you can write over here somewhere. Then on this page also we have learned some of the preposition, that is page number 75. From, to, for, on, over, under, below, above, that you can just write over here. And the last, that is page number 76, that is into, in, out of. Here you can just note down, so that whenever we'll go through this preposition lesson, you will just understand what are the prepositions we have learned from this lesson. So this work you have to do after this session. Thank you. Have a good day.